So the Waverley is the last seagoing paddle steamer in the world, built in 1948, I believe, or 1947. So it's not that old, but still the oldest working one in the world. Takes a bit of a turning circle because apparently the paddle wheels are fixed together. They don't operate alternately. So presumably it has a rudder, and that's got quite a hard job to do. So we're just waffling on now, waiting for the time that the ship is going to depart. A lot of excitement, a lot of people down here. There's an awful lot of people down here. So press the record button, and either it's recording already and then you press it and it stops, or other things happen. So we've got quite a high vantage point here. We're very high up, and not that high, but we're high enough to get a brilliant view of the ship as she goes, the Waverley, the good old dear old Waverley, last seagoing paddle steamer in the world. There's the ensign bus that brought the passengers. Oh, another one. We've got some more passengers. Oh, he said another 2 to come. He meant another 2 buses. I thought he was talking about another 2 passengers. So that's the one of the buses. What a view. What a fantastic place to film from. So if we've got a bit of wind noise, I do apologise. Look at that hive of it. Isn't that exciting? You know, I mean, that is as exciting as a cruise around the Bahamas, isn't it? You know, I'm sorry about the wind noise. We will have some wind noise. So we were up there, but it looks like there's going to be a bloody crowd of them up there now. So we've come down to the have it to yourself level. So there's no one else up here. So this will be, I think this will be preferable. So we've got loads of people coming up the gangplank from the bus. Loads and loads of people. There they go. So there's a bus that's brought passengers up for the ship. Ensign buses. We saw one of the ensign buses the other day. So it's 12:14 now, so I think she's going to be leaving a little bit late. These things rarely go absolutely to time. It's a pleasure cruise after all, so I don't think anyone's really too worried. As again, it's such a beautiful day, an absolutely stonker of a day, absolutely fantastic day. So we're on the deck of the lightship now, and we are. Oh, hang on, they're putting the. They've just moved the gangplank. Stowed the gangplank, or stowing the gangway, and as you can see, the pier is devoid of people because of flying ropes and things. If a rope snaps, and it will do you a serious injury, or it very, very likely will do you a serious injury. So they've kept all the people to the inner part of the pier, out of harm's way should anything go wrong. They'll probably be fine, but ropes do break. There's not much smoke coming out of the chimneys actually. They must be, you know, the Stena Britannica makes more smoke than that, and that doesn't run on coal. So we're away, we are underway. There we go, the Waverley. Just taking off. She's probably going to, I don't know how she's going to turn, because I read somewhere the other day, a couple of days ago, that the paddle wheels are fixed. In other words, the right hand paddle wheel does exactly what the left hand one's doing, so they can't sort of reverse one and swing it round on a sixpence. apparently. So presumably there's a rudder, and that will have a hard job. Although she's turning all right. Oh, she's being pushed out by the tug. That's why. I would assume that when she was built, there was no need to have the paddle wheels operating independently. What a thing. What a thing. Of course, if the paddle wheels were independent of one another, she could do that turn on her own, but with the assistance of the tug, it's not a problem. And off she goes to sail. Stopping off at Clacton. I wonder if I could I wonder if I could get to Clacton before she does. She's going straight around the coast, so it's not that likely. You're about to see a deluded little character now, because this character thought that the Waverley was going to be calling in at Clacton Pier, but the master of the Waverley had other ideas. Apparently it had been changed because of the wind, so the Waverley wasn't stopping at Clacton Pier. But as I had run out of credit on my phone, data credit, I've used up all my data, I couldn't track the ship. So I've left this in because it might be a It might be quite interesting. It's quite amusing having known what happened. So we've cruised down from Harwich now, and we're at the end of Clacton Pier. It's very, very blowy indeed. And so, let's turn the camera around this way to see my face. And it's a bit choppy. I wouldn't want to be out there in a rowing boat. So we've come down from Harwich. We've just seen the Waverley leave Harwich. What a fantastic sight that was. What a fantastic vantage point we had. Are we recording here? A fantastic vantage point, a fantastic sight. So behind me somewhere the Waverley should appear. I was worried that I might not beat it round here, but I needn't have worried, because it's got a wind. The wind's coming against her, so she's probably maybe going a bit slower than she normally would be. But hopefully I'm going to have enough time to see her come in before I have to go to work to do my school run. So we'll see. Oh, it's bright. Glasses back on, I think. Not many people down here at the end of Clacton Pier. So can't see her coming yet, as yet. So we'll have to just keep our fingers crossed. It's due at 1:45, but as she didn't leave Harwich until a little bit later than she should have done, I didn't take much notice of how much later it was, but it was a little bit later. So we'll await her arrival. Shall we do that? Let's just await her arrival. Presumably although there aren't many officials here, which is a bit of a worry as well. Perhaps she's given us a miss. Going to Margate instead.
And so it was. For 4 days and nights he waited at the end of the pier, a solitary figure waiting for a ship that never came. Yes, it didn't come because of the wind. They decided that they'd drop Clacton, and obviously arrangements were made for anyone getting on at Clacton, but I was unaware of this and I was unable to track the ship, so I just waited and waited until it became pretty apparent that the ship wasn't going to come in. And as I say, I had to go and do my school run, and I would have been in trouble if I hadn't have done that, and the ship still wouldn't have come anyway, so it wouldn't have been very good at all. Thanks ever so much for watching this. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope it's given you a bit of a smile, and it's great to see that lovely old ship, isn't it? A beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.